Okay, we're gonna get started on QR codes, but I'm gonna shut the doors so I stop echoing back. Do you guys hear all the car traffic?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Kay's gonna help me co-host. Hello.
I'll be turning the letters.
Okay. Okay. So I am using QR code Monkey for everything I'm doing. So far, they have been really easy to work with. Their support team has already been great. I called, I didn't sit on hold for a while. So that's where I'm gonna work today, is just qrcode-monkey.com. And I'm gonna show a couple different things. They have everything I'm working in today is free. So I didn't move up to the next platform and pay the $10 a month for everything else. That is something I'm gonna look into next. But I really wanted to dig in on the free content right now, which actually covers a whole lot. So to start with, I'm gonna minimize you guys real quick. Okay. So here's just QR code. Here's your main screen. I didn't have to log in. So it's really a point and click. There's not a lot here. So you can enter content. They automatically put their URL code in here. So you're gonna have to put yours. So you'll do stlgoldhomes.com. Then you can turn it on and off if you want the statistics code. And that piece is free, and it's only going to show you Android versus iOS. I do know when you pay for the next piece up, the subscription, it's gonna break it down more to the areas, what they were clicking on your QR code when you get into it more. So it does give more detail, but we'll come back to that piece. So here's your generic QR code. And the basic one is you can change colors. Like this is a single color, black. I want to do with more than one color, so I just change it. And I'm going to do red and I'm going to do blue because those are remix colors.
Oh, if you didn't know, it has to be red over white over blue to be compliant, just so you guys all know.
Red over, okay. So I'm just gonna change it. We're gonna do green and blue. So I'm not trying to stick to remix colors.
There you go. But if
Green
it's
and blue.
a great idea though, just keep it in mind.
That would probably, I'm sure there's a way we could do it, but I'm gonna stick with the basics. Green and blue. This background color is if I want to change, so I don't want the white background, if I wanted another color behind it. I was reading that makes it more complicated if you're gonna have it on printed material. So I suggest you do not have a background color. Because that can make it harder when you're trying to scan it on your phone and it's on printed material. If the light catches it wrong, it just doesn't have great reviews. So I suggest we leave it alone.
Well, some
And
colors are funny too.
Yes, and that's what I think it was coming out to. So if you add a logo image, I already have our logo image ready to go. And then the next thing is I want to remove the background, so that white behind it. They have some that you could use. So like if you were going to use your QR code and it was just going to be your Facebook link, you could put the Facebook logo on there if you kind of wanted to break it down and have a separate QR code. They have those. I'm keeping it very generic. I'm putting it as our website. So you can also custom design it. Now, this gets tricky. I did not dig into this piece, but you're more than welcome to. You can change the shapes of your QR code. You can add frames to your QR code. And then here's some more designs. Again, I do know that they said the more detail you get on these, you have to be careful on your printing that everything lines up right. So I'm just going to hit, sorry, I wanted to make sure that I put our website in there. Create QR code. And there's our QR code.
Wow.
That just takes you to your website. So if you just want to have simple, that's it. If you want to get more depth, you're going to do hold on. Get started now at the bottom. I've already signed up because I've been playing with this. And again, everything I'm doing, even in this piece, is all free. It's going, it's being a little slow. Okay. So any QR codes you create, they're going to store them in here underneath your active QR codes. So for instance, on this one, this is Mona's QR code for one of her listings that I used as my example. And I'll show you the details really quick. And we're going to build this. So it already shows how many scans we've had, when it was done. So we had one on the 20th, we had 4 on the 21st, 1 on the 22nd, none yesterday, and 1 today. It's going to break it down to an Android, Windows, and an iPhone. And so it kind of just gives you some of that basic information. Here's the QR code again. And I'll show you what it looks like just as the example. And this is what I'm actually going to be doing with you guys today on a different listing.
Kristin, can I ask a question?
Yes.
So I love that it's showing how many times it's been scanned, but does it have the ability to tell you who scanned it or where?
Not yet. So the next piece up is going to break it down to more specifics. Like if I buy the next package, I'm going to do a subscription to it. And
to it, right?
yes, there's a lot of upgrades. I do know the next one will break it down and it's going to show us what all they clicked on within the QR code. If they went to your website, if they clicked on the pictures, or it's going to get more detail that way. It's not going to tell you who yet.
Here.
There is a place where they can book appointment. They can share their information. That is now. Is there a way to capture their information? Maybe in one of the other subscriptions, because I know there's 4 different subscriptions I could do. Possibly. I haven't gotten that far yet, if so. But this right now in this portion does not catch that.
I have a question on the website that she created for this particular listing. Did she create that out of Remax or did she?
Yeah, well, I'm going to show you how I did all this here,
Okay.
and I'm going to walk through it and create one.
Okay.
Because I pulled it actually from her Remax site, the listing, and then use that link.
Okay.
To go over. Okay, so we are going to go back and I'm going to create a new one. Maybe. Okay. So I'm going to create a QR code. And there's 2 different ones. I'm going to walk through both of them. One is building your QR code with all of your website information and all of your personal information. One is if you're going to do like a listing collection, which is what I'm going to do. So I clicked on that and then I just hit next. So I want to name my QR code. So I know when I have a gallery of them over on the side, I know which one it is. So this is going to be so now you can customize here, which is the colors. Like you can leave it green, you can make it purple, blue. And then you can also like choose if you know the color number, or you can sit and collect. So this has blue, but once I click on it, I can see all the colors. So you don't have to use the exact same blue every time. So for images, so I pulled in all the images. It will upload them all for us. Her other listing, I believe, had 35 pictures and I had no issues. It was really actually pretty quick. They're all right here. You can move them by using this arrow. And then you can also add captions. So, and like, I don't want their example ones. So just by clicking on them, I can delete those out. And then you can add your own caption next to each picture. So, you know.
Kristin, I didn't see where you uploaded those pictures.
Right here where this blue mark was,
Okay,
you see that? I just click upload and I had them saved on my desktop, so I clicked them.
okay. Where did that book your appointment now come from?
I'm gonna show you, it's all on here.
Okay.
This is just the
Okay.
example over here is I'm filling in, it's filling in over here on the right side.
Gotcha, okay.
So here's all the pictures. So now I'm going to do your title, and this is just like Booge where it like goes right in order. So title, title, description, description. So this title is gonna say, I'll leave this description right now. It does only have 200 characters. So I tried copy and pasting the lesser marks over yesterday when I was playing with the other listing. It didn't work, too many characters. So something just, you know, brief, easy, you can put on here, and then the website. So for us, I'm just gonna put our company website. And then down here for book an appointment, you can do learn more, visit us online, shop now, customize, which is what I did, and I made appointment now, or book appointment now. For this piece here, for this link though, that's just an example. It's not gonna take you anywhere. So you need to have where you want them to go. So on Mona's Remax page, she has a contact me, which we all do whenever you go to, like if I go to Kelly Musmer and click contact, everybody has one on their page. So I just went and grabbed Mona's, since it's her listing, and I'll paste it on here. So now whenever you get this QR code out, so for instance, Mona's gonna use it on her flyer. And it's gonna say to book an appointment, and then it's gonna have the QR code. When they scan it, all they have to do is click on that book now, and it's gonna have that information to put your phone number, their email address to schedule that appointment. And then on the welcome screen, you can also change your image. So if I want to go back and add a logo, this time I'm going to use our company one. You just have to make sure that you center your box.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Does each listing have its own website, Kristin?
So if you go on to Sarah Bonnie's website. Oh, okay. And I found her listings. So like if this is her listing, if I click on that listing,
Yeah.
you can do it that way, like view more details. Not letting me do it. You can use the link that comes up.
Okay, I don't see it yet, but
So you can copy and paste it over. So from your website, you know, where you have your featured listings, that's what I was trying to do. You can copy that link over to have their own website as well.
Okay.
So when you click next, and then you can choose how it's gonna preview. So if you just want a basic QR code, it can say, view me. This is kind of cute where it says scan me at the bottom.
Hmm.
We're having a little bit of delay again. There it goes. Can you guys see
Like
that?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
I think that was kind of cute to have on your printed material.
Eye-catching.
Krista, I have another question. Statistically, is it better to stay to the traditional black QR code, or are there any stats out there about using colors or not?
I haven't looked, I was only looking at the review about the colors. And that's where they said not to use the background color on printed material.
Gotcha. That makes
Because
sense.
it does
Yeah.
cause some issues when
Okay.
it's scanning with light reflection. So that was the only negative I saw about the QR, like a comment like suggesting of what not to do was using that background color.
I like
I
that.
didn't say anything about the framing or, but there's a couple different ones you could use.
I like the logo in the middle too. I thought that one.
Mhm.
Kristen, I have a question about compliance. So to
Yes.
be brand compliant, if we
It's gonna-
put our name, okay, so there you've got the Remax logo in the middle. Do we need to have the Remax logo? Can we
Not
have
on the
our own?
QR code. The QR code is going to take you to the material that it's taking you to has to be compliant. So it's going to have that. It's going to have your name and phone number, office name, right? Because it's taking you to either your website or the
Well,
listing.
so if I want the QR code to take me to my website, do I have to have the Remax logo, or can I put my own
No.
logo in the middle? Or can I have both?
So you can only have
This
one
is-
logo on the QR code. But I think what Mary was just saying was you could use your name as a logo because it's taking you to a website. Your website already has all your Remax Gold information for compliance.
Okay,
Think of this as just a shortcut to get to. If you click on Facebook, a Facebook, icon to get into Facebook. Facebook has all your data there. It's not all in the shortcut key. This is just a shortcut.
okay.
So also, just so you guys know, is just because like right now I chose to scan me here, I can come back at any time by clicking on this and change it. So I'm gonna go back to like downloading it. And I can change it. So if you want sometimes there to be your logos, and other times you want to take it off. Sometimes you want it to scan me, sometimes not say anything around it. It just wants the QR code. You can change it each time. It's up to you. But I do want to show you. So then I hit the download and it downloads it as a picture. That way then you can upload it to all your marketing material. Can you guys see that since it switched screens?
Mhm.
Perfect. And now I'm gonna go try scanning it with my phone. Don't need it. I can get it. I just see how this screen sharing's in the middle. I just didn't know if that's gonna affect it. There it goes. Sorry, guys. I just didn't want my.
Kristen, that logo that you uploaded under logo there, and it says Remax Gold.
Yes.
Are there special like sizes or anything, or does it automatically just conform to the box?
So far I've had no issues. I've done a couple different logos and it hasn't,
Okay,
to me, so far it's automatically conformed to the box.
okay.
But I'm gonna go up. Okay, so I walked up to the screen and did it with my phone, the camera. And can you guys see that? Took me right there. So the next thing is if I hit book an appointment. Okay, well, my phone's not let, hold on. Because I have Mona saved as a contact, it's trying to open.
Hey, Lynn, while she's looking for that, you can Google so much stuff about QR codes. And it does say that QR codes can be colored, including their pattern, eyes, and even the background. Changing the QR code to your brand's colors makes it more appealing to garner more scans and improve image. But it says as long as your background, your code, and your background are contrasting in colors, then they are rendered scannable. So I guess it just has to make sure it's not blending too.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah,
Like a picture, like. maybe
Thank you.
the house in the middle of the QR code? Or
Yeah.
would it just have that?
Yeah, so I'll do that. Actually, I have that picture right here. So Kay was asking, instead of your logo, whenever you're doing these specific links, if you could put a picture of the house in the middle of the QR code.
Oh,
And so, can you guys see that?
yes.
So you could, so that would work too.
Nice.
That's a great idea.
I like that.
And then they stay all on your screen under active. And then if you need to, you can move them to, like, you can create folders. So like if you want to just have, you know, active, pending, that way when they're gone, you're deleting them. So you don't have a active QR code out there that the house is no longer valid. You can do that as well. And then you can also pause it. So if you don't want it out there for some reason for a second, you can. And then all you have to do is go in and reactivate it.
Kristen, would that be used, let's say you had a listing and it went under contract? You could, that would be a place to take it down?
You could, and then maybe instead of just deleting it, you moved it to pause. That way no one else is seeing it, but you don't have to redo it in case it goes back active for some reason. Absolutely.
But it'd be perfect for a postcard mailer too.
Yes.
Put this on there, it gives them all the information, gives them the pictures, all the
You can put
additional.
them on anything.
Yeah,
I like it.
me too.
This QR generator is just called QR generator, or it's,
It's QR code -monkey.com.
oh, it's okay, it's still the monkey. Okay.
Yep, I'm still underneath there.
Okay.
So that's your listings. So this is easy peasy. You'll have one that go directly just to your listings. But we also want to talk about building your guys' website and building one that is, you know, specific to you. So, and I'll tell you, yesterday I did this, it probably took me 10 minutes because I had most of my stuff ready to go, like my Facebook link. So if you have all those ready, it'll take you no time at all. So I'm going to go back to create a QR code. But instead of doing this listing one, I'm going to promote my company. Hold on, guys. Sorry. This little share screen box keeps getting in my way of everywhere I need to go. Okay. So again, you're gonna name it. So you can name it my business page. You can name it, you know, whatever you want to name it.
Howdy.
Hey, Kristen,
Yes.
just a FYI, your remix has to be all caps. Another compliancy thing.
I know, as soon as I was looking at it, I was like,
I know,
oh.
yeah, but when you're typing fast all the time, you just kind of boom, boom. But since we brought compliancy into it, I thought I'd just bring that up.
Yeah, that's good to know. So I make sure if this goes out live that we're good.
Oh, look, come here.
So for this, again, it's the same way with your colors. You can choose your backgrounds. I'm just gonna stick with my options here. And then my image, which is this one, I want to change to our website image. So on this one, the box only gets so big, no matter how hard you try. So I need to center.
So you could use that for an open house or something, I guess, huh?
Well, right now I'm working on the webs, like I'm working on your personal one, not, like if I was gonna create a QR code just for, that would be that other one I was doing for a listing. You could make that also your open house one.
So
This
when-
is gonna be your main one.
When Jose was talking about, you know, like your yard signs or whatever, you wouldn't want to put a listing on each yard sign. Well, you could put the listing on the yard sign of the home that it's on, where they just scan it as they drive by. Or you could put your website QR code on your yard sign and takes them to your website, which is where lead generation is captured. So it would encompass all your listings, but it's also doing that extra little grab for you.
Okay. So I'm just going down, filling out the basic information. So like this is the company, which was up here, a headline here, and then a summary. Again, you only get 200 characters. I'm gonna leave what they have in here. And then this button, this has latest offers. I didn't like that. I was changing this to I'm gonna put agent roster. And then for here, for me, I was putting, because I want to have a place for all of our agents. Because this is our company QR code. I put the link to where all of our agents are. You could change this button, and this button could be your website. It could say contact me. It could say whatever you want, active listings or my featured listings. And then you could put the link to your featured listings off your website right here. You do only get one button though. So we can't create more buttons. You can't like have 3 different buttons going to 3 different places. Now for opening hours, I know you guys are real estate agents and you don't like to always have set hours. You like to say you're always available. So all you have to do is go in and remove them all. By removing them all, if you saw over here, it removed it. But like if you want a Monday on there, as soon as you add it, then it pops back up where you can just get rid of your hours. Our address, I'm gonna use our Fenton address. And if I don't want the United States in there, I take it out and it disappears. So then the next thing is gonna be features. We have Wi-Fi, we have parking, we have handicap, accessible. If you don't want any of these, by taking all of them off.
Is that a martini glass?
It is. So if you're going to Sean, you're probably gonna see a footprint because he allows animals.
Yeah.
Or you just take it all off.
Yeah.
We could put that we allow sleeping here, coffee and martinis. That
I mean,
sounds
that's
good.
a lot of features for a free.
Yes. And then, well, there's more. So you have your about and contact information. So I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put my cell phone number down.
Yep, gold dash,
What is it?
gold dash, ST dash, Lewis dash, mo.remax.com.
So social media,
Hmm.
you can put as many of these on here if you want. You're gonna offer some Grubhub, you can even add Grubhub. So for Facebook. And then I want, what was another one I had on here? Oh, Spotify. So like we have our Spotify channel. So you can add as many of these as you want. It even has a place for your Google reviews. So it does not have a place for your Zillow reviews, but it does have a place for your Google reviews. It also has a place for Yelp reviews. You could put the link if you want them to be able to just message you directly from here on Facebook. And then anything else, you know, they have a lot on here. I don't know, Zing is, LinkedIn, your Pinterest, Google, Yelp, Messenger, Telegram. Our
Wow.
YouTube channel I could add on here. Snapchat, TikTok. So, and you can have as many as you want. So if you have one of all of these, put them up there. And so as I was doing that, the little icons pop up. So they have a way to see us. Now on the welcome screen, this is a great place to put your logo. So I had our website as our main, but I want and then I hit next. And there's our company QR code.
Cool.
So I know this is just the basics. This is just the beginning. I think there's a lot that it can handle for you. So you could do your new listings. If you wanted to do your open houses, you could make it with your open houses and change it each week. And instead of just having all the different pictures, you could do like a picture with like an address across it. If you wanted to give them like a place where they know they could always go back and check your open houses. Once you create a UR code, it's not stuck, and that's the great thing. Like you can go in and change these as many times as you want. So if you went in and had new pictures taken, you could go in and edit it, remove old pictures and add new pictures.
So Kristin, do you recommend just editing instead of recreating every time, or what's your?
So I say create one per listing and then go in and edit that one as you need it. So that way you just have that one QR code per listing. If you wanted to go in and change it each time, you know, I feel like it's a little bit more work to go in and change your remarks, your address, make sure you get all your pictures out. But if that's something you want to do, absolutely, you could do it.
But if you
Hey,
have-
Kristin,
Yes, ma'am.
So I was thinking another good idea to use this would be for like mailers to like have them scan and it'll take them to your website or to like what's my home worth to kind of generate leads as well.
Yeah, so you could do that as well, absolutely.
Yeah.
You could make that QR code of what your home's worth, and that link, instead of being to the website or to the listing, would be to that where they would go to get that information.
Thanks.
And I mean, it would be a great place if you're gonna do a postcard for your new listings to add that QR code and put, you know, to schedule your appointment now, to learn more about me, whatever it may be, and have that QR code would be perfect. You guys have any questions? Like I said, I'm definitely going to work on, I was playing with this yesterday, and we can actually put our calendar on here with the link to our calendar. So that's gonna be my new goal, Mary, is to have it where they can have the QR code ready for our calendar, our training calendar.
Fantastic.
So I was playing with that one earlier. But yeah, you guys could really do it for anything, any events you guys have going on. You know, if, I know Brent brings it up a lot, doing those spring cleanings and getting a dumpster, you could put on there like to register for it or to learn more, or, you know.
So
make
creative,
QR
you know,
code for that.
QR codes were around 20 years ago, but not very applicable. They were like really cumbersome and, you know, but I think with this technology age we're in, I think everybody should kind of get into them and use them, be creative with them.
Mary, you just took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean could put his dogs as his logo right there in the middle. Keep your.
Well, the whole
your
idea
brand going.
to lead gen and to capture information, and when you know everything else that you're sending out, even on EDM, you know, postcards, anytime it takes people back to your website and they click on your listings, you're capturing information, right? Which is the goal.
Yes.
So put it everywhere. And I think using them on your yard sign would be ingenious. I don't see anybody doing that when I look at all the yard signs that I see out there, you know.
Mary, I think the only, if there's an issue on putting it on a yard sign is the distance from the
Okay.
car to the sign. And I had a few agents that put them on those smaller signs, like arrow signs, made it big just by itself.
Yeah, on the directional.
Put it up closer to the street, and that did work.
Kristen, do we know what the distance of a scan?
I'm doing that right now as she was talking. So from where I'm sitting, and I just zoomed in. It took me right to it.
Good.
So I'm wondering, like those riders that you get for the top of the signs or stuff like that, you know, or, but I'd be curious to see, you know, like test one, you could tape it on a sign and see what the size needs to be for that distance. Because there's a lot of white space on our panels now that we didn't used to have. But it says scanning distance for QR code. You can even find this on here. So 4 to 12 feet would be 1 point something to 3.6 meters. I don't know what that is, and 6 inches by whatever. So I think you could still work around that. Or like Lynn said, on your directionals for sure. Or just put your website on a blank, on a directional, have the name, your phone number, all the required stuff. Or well, in directionals, there really isn't anything, is there, Lynn? Compliancy wise? There's no phone
I
numbers
used to
on,
make you have the office phone number, but I don't know if there's any police out
but
there for that.
they don't
anymore.
have those on any directionals that you buy. So if you just had a QR code, you know, you could put even your logo or whatever on there and just a QR code as it on a directional and put it closer to the street.
Now, do we have to have some kind of little thing on there too, saying that with them giving their phone number, that there's a possibility they may get called or?
I think when they go on that, it takes you to your website contact page, and we have all that on our website page, so I think we'd be good. Kathy just said 1 meter is a little over 3 feet.
Yeah, there, if you Google the QR scan codes, the distance to scan a code, there's a whole section of information on there, you know, 4 to 12 feet, 12 to 25 feet, what size it needs to be, like on a billboard. You know,
Right.
so it's doable.
Perfect. You guys have any other questions? Jose, would you like to see our company QR code?
Yes, please. And I apologize. I had to take a call, so I couldn't jump up sooner.
So there's our company QR code. And it has our, let's see, is it still up here?
Jose, I think we need one of those in our window.
Yeah, we do.
So Jose, it has a place for our Spotify and everything. So when they click on it, I'll come back and show it to you.
Okay.
But that's not what I wanted. But yeah, so when you click on it, it has like the link to our Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, everything. So all of our podcasts can be on there.
Let's do it. I love it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep. That's it.
All right. Sorry,
Good
guys. I just
job,
wanted to catch you in.
Kristen.
Good job, Kristen.
Great.
Thank you. Like I said, I'm gonna do the subscription for the next piece. So in 2 weeks, we'll carry on and get more detail.
Awesome.
Excellent.
You did a great job.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Kristen. We appreciate it.
Welcome. We'll see you later.
Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.